We are live. Saturday is a live day. Hi guys. I hope you had a great week and a nice, nice start of the weekend. Hi Fiction, how are you, buddy? And for your information, I'm so sorry. My bank account is like completely drained. So end of January, I will be able to send you a fly. It's been Christmas, New Year. Yesterday was my wife's birthday. And my car decided to the add blue functionality stopped working, so I had to recode the car. So I didn't add blue delete. So good. Enough talking. We're actually gonna tie flies. Come on, guys. So I'm gonna zoom in on the hook. So let me change the angle. And there we have some nice focus. Hi, Monty. Hi, David. How are you, buddy? And today's hook of choice, Graham Culley, handmade. Different shape today. Price tag, Group A. Hi, James. How are you, buddy? So let's start tying this lovely pattern. As always, not always, but most of the time. Hi, Vernon. How are you, buddy? Most of the time we start with the oval silver tinsel. I go with small today since I have a decent size hook. So I'm just gonna tie that one in, just right underneath. And I have a really interesting video coming out tomorrow, guys. So be aware. So let me just tie in the tinsel here. There we go. And I'm just gonna wax the thread. Hi, James. So we got two James now. So yeah, I'm gonna try to separate you guys. Hi, Dean. How buddy? Yeah, we had a nice party yesterday. My wife was still are happy, so I might have a bit more shaky hands than normal due to that. Sorry for that in advance. But yeah, it was a really nice evening. We had some nice food, did some Korea barbecue on the table. Really lovely. So I go with 3 wraps of the tinsel. I'm just gonna use my nails to make sure it's tight. Then we just secure the tinsel. About there. And then I'm gonna cut it off. Just removing some wax there. Keeping an eye on the chat. Only one, okay. I see 2. Let me just remove the tinsel there. There we go, guys. So going forward a bit. Just have a look where we are. So I'm gonna attach some nice silk. There we go. So I'm tying that one in. This is a nice pattern. I tied it a few times before, but never made a video of it. So it's gonna be nice to have it. I hope you're gonna enjoy it as well. So just cutting the silk off there. And then as always, I unwrap the silk a bit, tight wraps backwards. There we go. So tomorrow's video is going to be how you can source fly tying material in some strange ways that most of you maybe not used to. So I'm just tying in the silk here. Gently secure it. So going back with the thread. So I cut this one off. And I'm going to save it for another fly later. Yeah, I completely agree. I wouldn't mind having 40 games in this chat. It's okay. It's like at work. I think we are 3 or 4 Jonas. That's really interesting because if somebody mention Jonas, they get a lot of attention. And now I'm just building up with the thread to level up everything before tying in the tail. So there we are. So I'm going to apply a bit of wax. There we go. And then I prepared the tail. So this one we're going to tie in today. So I'm just going to measure a bit. There we go. Looks pretty decent. And I'm going to tie in everything, the whole stem here, to make sure it's, it's going to sit there, period. And then as always, I have a fiber that don't want to play the game. So I remove that one. And there we are. So back again, we're going to have some teal. I prepared 2 bits here. So I'm just going to pair them. One is a bit curved though, but yeah, it's going to be okay. Come on. That wasn't that easy. So the hands are the day after a party. So it's going to be a bit shaky, so on. But that's just life. So tying in that. And going back with the thread. And there we are. So I just cut the leftover. Then we're going to attach the ostrich herl. I'm going to read the question here from David first. Nay, Dangerous Dave is lost in action. Maybe he got grounded after his Swedish trip. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him yet, and I forgot to reach out to him as well, so it's part my mistake. Or maybe he's curing his liver. Hi, Fly Tying Bird. How are you? China. That's cool. Welcome to the chat. So, ostrich herl. Just gonna make sure I get it where I want it. There we go. And I'm gonna go with a few more wraps than normal due to the size of the hook. There we go. So I'm just tying in and securing the ostrich herl here on the back. And then going back with the thread. Yeah, so I'm waiting for potentially ice fishing trip. That's gonna be really, really nice, and I'm gonna try to make a video of it as well. Yeah, so hopefully I leave in a few weeks up north. So we're gonna have oval tinsel. In this case, it's I'm going with size large. So let me just tie that in. And there we go. And I'm gonna remove it so it's not in the way. And then I'm gonna go to the middle. And here we're gonna start to apply some light silk just to build up the body a bit. It's gonna be a silver tinsel body, so I wanna make sure I make a good foundation for it. There we go. And then we take the best scissor in the world and just cut off that silk. Swedish flag. It's important. So let me just start to build up the body a bit with this silk. So with this we can cover all the imperfections. My dog is snoring in the back. Oh, he's almost completely blind. So yeah, he's getting old very, very quick. So he can't see nothing. Poor guy. So just going back here, since the silk's starting to get short, just tying it in and cutting it off. There we go. And then I go forward again. I'm gonna add just a bit more silk. Yeah, he's having his last time now. That's gonna be hard as hell. But that's life. There we go. So I'm just going to add the last silk here. Maybe I was a bit, I took a very small piece here. But I think it's going to be sufficient. So now we have some form of body work here, at least. So tying that one in, just securing the silk. And then we cut the leftovers. So now all the fun starts. So I'm going back again. I think around here. I'm gonna add a badger hackle. Oh yeah, I really like the new vise, but this hook is a bit too big for that one. So I can do like 5040 downwards with that vise. But since this one is a bigger hook, then I'm using this vise. So I'm changing in between the two one. Yeah, they really cope with almost anything, David. But yeah, he's really old. He's turning 14 years next month. So I'm gonna celebrate 50, and my dog gonna be 14 or 15. And in dog years, I think that's like 80 or something. So I prepared a badger hackle just earlier. So let's tie that one in. Oh, shaky fingers. I blame the red wine. And there we go. So now we have the hackle, the tinsel, everything tied in. So now we're going to add the flat tinsel. Whoops. I'm going to take plenty just to make sure I have enough. And a bit of wax before I do anything. So there we go, a bit of wax. And I just tie that one in, secure it. And now we're going to do tight wraps backwards. And trying to get a nice silver tinsel body on top of this one. So I'm keeping an eye on the chat. And if you have any requests for next weekend's live, let me know. Then I just write it down. So I intend to do a live video each Saturday. There we go. Just carefully applying this tinsel to the hook. Now it's a bit slow since I don't want to tie in any fibers of that badger hackle. And I also made a video how I tie in my gut or my gut substitute. I'm gonna publish that later today, I think. So if you're new to tying classic salmon flies, it might come handy. And the rest of you guys already know how to do it. So almost there. Few more wraps. This tinsel, I don't know which brand it is. It's an unnamed spool. I don't remember where I got it from. But I'm gonna show you my oval tinsel that I really like. So throwing the leftovers. So I'm using, for oval tinsel, I'm using Vevus. I like the shine of it, and they have a wide range of sizes. Everything from extra small, medium, large, etc. So depending on the hook size you got, you can really match with the tinsel. And since I'm tying so many flies, making videos and so on, tutorials, I can't afford using antique tinsel. So antique tinsel I use only for selective flies. So now it's time for the oval tinsel then. So we want the badger hackle to come on the second turn. So that's the second turn there. 3, 4, and 5, and something. So tinsel in place. Oh, it's harder to get the Vevus in UK. Okay. I didn't know that. But Lagerton is nice as well. I like that. But the prices, since they changed owner, has just exploded. So I don't really buy that anymore, to be honest. But it's good stuff. So let's do the hackle. So I'm just folding the fibers backwards while adding it behind the oval silver tinsel. For God's sake, don't pull everything just straight down. That should be illegal. So, getting there. And then I'm going to finish off with a few wraps in the front, just to use all the material I have at hand. And there we go. So now we have a decent body. and the hackle looks nice from all the angles. So just cutting off the stem here. And then we're going to apply the front hackle to this fly. So I have this lovely feather. Just going to remove the fluffy part of it. And then just prepare it so I can tie it in. Like that. And then just wax the thread. There we go. So I just tie in as much as possible. And then just cut off the leftovers. A bit more wax to the thread. And then we can start applying the front hackle. And then the fly should start to come to life. It's a really thin stem on this one, so you need to be careful not using too much force. So I'm gonna tie in everything, I think, just to make sure it has some nice body to it. And there we go. Just securing the stem and cut it off. And then I just gonna move the fibers on top from the front hackle, like that. Then we have a nice way for the wing to pass. Yeah, there we go. Sorry for that. So I have a small container with some lovely feathers. I think it's like 2 or 3 necks there. I think we're going long today. So I'm not going to aim for the herl there. So the second wing is going to cover that one. So I just need to figure out or find, not much to figure out, but I need to find 2 similar pairs. I have some pretty decent size ones as well. Wrong side. That can be something for the next pair. Massive feathers in this one. Yeah, that could be something. I think I'm going even longer. Just to fill up the space to the tail. Yeah, decent ostrich herl. That will arrive in the video tomorrow. But as you know, buying stuff online, you need to buy like 4 or 5 packages and then sort it yourself. A few you might not be able to use, so you can resell them or give them to somebody tying less important flies. So let me see, we might be there. So let's see how this pairs up. Not really nice. That wasn't good. What about these ones? I'm just gonna have a look in my hand here first. It might be a bit too big. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I will keep looking. Bear with me, guys. But I think it's pretty important to find the right feathers on this one. I just remove all the huge ones that you can tie on a A2 or something. My God, my dog is snoring like a grown man. Not sure if you can hear it through the microphone. Hopefully not. Else you're gonna start to wonder if I fall asleep looking for feathers. So I never prepare feathers for these kind of flies in advance, because you never know the shape, etc., that you wanna use. Nah. So let me dig down here. There should be some. I have a lot of feathers. But I always buy a lot of feathers. So when I buy pheasant, nowadays it's almost impossible to find any pheasant with the head and tippet, everything attached to it. So now it's all about loose feathers. I'm not really a fan of it, but that's going to be the future. Simple as that. yeah, yeah. You have to love the dogs. I think I found a pair that will work. I will actually go with the round, pretty round feathers in the back and in the front. There we go, guys. So even the markings are pretty similar. So that's going to be, yeah, the aim. So let me remove the box and we're going to start to tie these in. So I'm just going to measure a bit more. We want to tie it in there. So then I'm just going to mark that spot like that. So now I know that piece I want to cut off. For God's sake, don't rip it off, cut it off. Makes life easier. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut a bit more on the underneath, just to make sure that the fibers doesn't, spread everywhere like that. And then I can go back and have a look, something like that. So I need to cut a bit more. And these feathers you should always steam. Then you get a nice shape of it. And then we just cut the fibers on the other feather as well. There we go. And clean up a bit. So we're getting there. Just want to remove these as well. So now we can start to pair them and see how they look. Not bad, eh? Pretty okay. Just need to remove a bit more fibers on that one. There we go. Now we're ready. So I'm gonna cut the stem a bit. Just cleaning up as well. And then we're gonna add plenty of wax to the thread. Just gonna make sure they lie correct, as you see. There we go. And then just a few wraps of thread to build up. Since you have the stem here, that will make the wing to stand up. So what I'm doing, I'm just building up with the thread in front of it to level it out. And there we go, something like that. And then apply more wax. So if somebody gonna make their own wax black, let me know. I would like to buy a piece or two. So now we are in the tie-in step. So let's attach this one to the wing then. Hello, not attach it to the wing, but to the hook, since it is the wing. So a few wraps with the thread, just securing it. and that did turn. So then we just redo that. And we're gonna try to make it completely centered. You don't want it to turn at all. So I'm gonna see if I can flatten that stem a bit. I'm just looking for a tool. There we are. So hopefully that's gonna be easier to tie in then. And once again, just moving the fibers to the side. So it still turns a bit. Let's see what I can do about it. I need to repeat the process. I'm gonna add more wax to the thread, and then we're just gonna work with the feather until we get it perfect. So just removing this one, adding more wax. It's really annoying hearing somebody snoring next to you. Yeah, it's good he's sleeping. So there we go. And let's give it a try again. These annoying feathers. I wonder how I did come up with starting to tie classic salmon flies. I can't be sane. But you can do something easy. Oh my God. It's still turning. I'm not giving up. And these feathers are, sometimes they are just perfect. And other times you need to fight every inch of it. So let's see. What can we do about this? Sorry for being silent. I'm just concentrating. I think I need to apply more wax as well. There we go. If it doesn't come on now, I will just turn the stem. Yeah, but now it's starting to come together. Until I touched it. So I might need new feathers. But that's cheating. We're gonna make sure this one sticks where we want them. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna attach them upside down. Like that. Yeah, I always like to tie things in at the same time. But there we go. Not sure if I'm 100% happy with it. But I think it's okay. No, I don't think it's okay. So I'm gonna reattach it again. I don't really like how they turn. And the stems are a bit messed up now, I would say. But they look nicer tying it in that way I want it to be. So I'm gonna give it a go again. So we're just gonna keep going until we get it. But I don't have that many turns left. So there we are, almost right. Just carefully gonna play around with it. Now it is as I want it, as you see. Good. Then we can start to find the second pair. So what I'm gonna do, I always add a bit of just a drop of varnish. I completely agree with you, David. And to add to that one, nobody remembers a coward. So just keep on going. And I like this varnish from Beneshi, actually. It's really it's not that, yeah, it's liquid. So it will soak in the thread and yeah, support. Not bad at all. So let me see then. We're gonna pair. Yeah, why not? That one gonna be nice on my side. So I need to find one more for the other side, for your side, guys. So will this be the one? Yeah, it could be. Let me pair it in. Yeah. Why not? That can be something. Let's try with it. Just remove a few big feathers here. So for this step, I like to tie it in one at a time, because then you have the one in the middle to support, and it would be almost impossible to add them both at the same time. So I'm just going to measure how much I need to cut on it. Okay, getting there. So I'm just cutting the fibers. And hi, Walter. Sorry, I forgot to say hi to you. A little bit more. There we go. So now I'm going to wax the thread again. My favorite thing to do when tying flies. I think half of the time I'm waxing the thread. And then I just tilt the fly. And then we're going to tie it in. So let's see how it turns out. Not that bad. That will work. Just need to move down a few fibers. Then I'm gonna do the same on my side. Yeah, that will work. And I'm just gonna measure how much I need to cut on this one. I think that's sufficient. So have you guys tied this one before, or are you going to? Hi, Brian. Oh, I'm happy you like it, and I'm very grateful being able to share fly tying content with you guys. It's so much fun tying live. I love it. It's like being on a fair tying flies. But the good thing doing it via camera, you don't need to fly anywhere. I really don't like to fly. I only do it if I have to. I've been flying, had a global position since I was 20. So for like 25 years, I was flying non-stop, at least 2 times a week around Europe and US and Asia. And I'm scared to death flying. So yeah, it's not really good. And the thing is, I'm completely opposite to normal people, because everybody's afraid of the start and the landing. However, I enjoy that. The most dangerous part of flying, I really enjoy. But when you're up and safe, then I'm completely scared to death. Yeah, it's just crazy. No logic at all. So now we have all our feathers there. We're going to add GC, and we're going to add shatter substitute. I'm going to use pitta. But first, I'm going to remove the stems. There we go. So I'm just going to cover everything with a layer of wax thread so it doesn't move around. Just lifting it up a bit. Now we can see everything properly. And I just going to add a little bit of saliva there. So, GC. And guys, I need to show you. I did find a really nice badger cape. This one is a Brahma roaster cape, silver badger from Whiting. Not bad at all. Really, really good, I would say. So sometimes you are lucky. And it should be large, GC on this one. So let's take a big one from each side. There we go. And today my wife is in the town eating some hot pot with her friends, so I'm gonna be able to be in my man cave here and tie flies and just enjoy doing it. I never get fed up tying flies. It's really nice. It's a great hobby, because you can't afford doing anything stupid, because you spent everything you own on feathers. So just cleaning up. And as I mentioned, guys, don't strip the feathers off. Just cut the sides, because then you get these small barbs left. So it will not turn when you tie it in. Or not that easy anyhow, but yeah, it can turn if you're applying too much pressure. So I'm gonna tie in the yeast on my side first. I think I want it to be there. I'm just gonna show you guys like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on your side, guys. Yeah, Monty, correct. It's like, should I fix my car or should I buy a few of that feathers? Yeah, Brian, quite good capes. I got them many years ago. I have a few, so I like them dark, and yeah, I don't like splits. But sometimes everything starts to become more difficult. It's not easy to source material at all. But I'm making videos of that with a few nice suggestions. So just keep an eye out. I publish a video like that once a month now when I find materials. So, and there we go. Might be. Now it's the same. There we go. And same here. I like to apply just a hint of varnish. I never use anything else than varnish. Just to soak it. But use a really watery one so it's soaked down. Because if you use like an old dry vineyard varnish or something, then it will build. And you don't really want that. Especially not at this stage. So I'm just gonna remove these feathers. Oh. So I don't sneeze and have them all over the place. There we go. And now we can close that one. And we're gonna attach some nice feathers to the side. So let's find those. Oh, that one looked good. Now maybe a bit big. No, it's okay. So that one I'm gonna add on my side. We just need to find one with a different curve for your side. And we just did. Ta-da! Yeah, correct. A drop of acetone is really useful. That was a great one, David. So I'm just cutting the sides here. And for you guys who are new to my channel and my live videos, each Saturday at the same time, I do a live video. And of course, you can request patterns for me to tie that you want to see. So just let me know by writing in this chat or in the community chat or on Instagram or Facebook or Messenger. So let's add that one first then. A bit of wax thread. I just realized I haven't looked at the pattern description for a very long time. Is there any horns on this one? No. Not in the pattern description I wrote down. Would anybody know if there should be any horns on it? Just in case I have missed adding that. Yeah, you have the full pattern description in the description of the video. In all my videos, for a fact, I'm trying to add that just to simplify things. And then, of course, I have links, for instance, to the flight tying database, where you can find the most common artists like Kelson and so on. I think Blacker and Hale are there as well. So you can actually search for patterns and you get the full pattern description. There we go. Now we're ready to tie in. Sorry, yes, horns. No. Okay, so I will add horns to it. And I will change the video description as well, because I think I didn't add the horns to it. So there we are. And there we are. So now it's actually time to start to add toppings and horns. I'm still thinking if I should add a herl head to this one, just because it's fun. So I'm just cutting the stems here of the gc and the pitta. Sorry. There we go. So guys, we're gonna look for toppings. And in the video that's gonna be released tomorrow, I have a source for toppings. However, all the toppings nowadays are like coming loose in a set of 50, etc. So just gonna see, way too big. Okay, so we're gonna look for toppings for a while here. That's too big as well. Way too big. I want the topping to end like here, if I can do it. Just reading up. Yeah, I think there's a few variation to this pattern. Oh, that might be something for the first one, since we're gonna have at least 2 toppings on it. So let's just tie it in and see how it looks. Yeah, that could be something. Just gonna remove the one in the back. That one. And let's tie it in. First topping on. Just gonna move it around. And then we're gonna find something similar. Hopefully we have a few short ones here as well. Whoops. I could work, but I want something nicer. So I'm gonna continue to look. And I rebend. Let me see if I can get a good... now it looks like that. So I'm just gonna use the dubbing needle and gently just drag it. And then we have a nicer shape of it. Yeah, there we go. But now we're gonna do something I normally don't do, just to make sure the video isn't like 3 hours long. So normally I would use the correct length of a topping. I wouldn't change the length as I'm... There we go. And just cleaning up. I think I need to have a look at the picture. I have this fly on a wallpaper just back here. Since my pattern description I did find didn't have any horns, but maybe it should be. Normally it always horns. Before we do anything... Oh, hi Jeff. How are you, buddy? So I'm just gonna have a look and see. So let's add topping number 2 then. Oh, that one really went. So let me lift it up. There we go. And then just applying a few wraps with the thread. Did come together pretty nice, I would say, for being live. So bear with me. I just very, very quickly gonna look at the picture. Yeah, I think I misread the pattern. So sorry for that, guys. So the key component that is missing is GC in the middle. My mistake. I did look at my pattern description I wrote down, and I think, yeah, I misread it. So I missed the GC in the wing. So you're right, guys. So this is a variant of Lady Amherst. So I'm just gonna look for really long horns. Yeah, it's just it's something magical. I can never complete the pattern with all the components it's supposed to have. Pretty long, and that's really long. Yeah, let's use that one. Now I agree. You don't really notice the difference, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna rewrite the pattern description so it's correct. Or it might, no, it is correct. It's just me misreading it. But I'm gonna add horns, and that one is not in the pattern description. So not sure if it's long enough. Well, not really. So we're gonna find some longer ones. But the good thing, making a mistake, because then I can change the pattern, so I can add the herl head. I think this one is really long. Yeah, I call it Jonas variant. the blind guy's version. So this one is has a proper length to it. And then the other side. Oh yes. Here we go. That one going on my side. Okay, perfect. Now we are aligned. So the last few steps here now. So adding my favorite material, horns. Yeah, it's going to be one unique Lady Amherst with missing components. Yeah, I completely agree with you, David. somehow I just have to add herl heads in anything I tie. And I used to hate herl heads. That was, it was even worse than herl. I couldn't stand it. But now I do love it. It's fun how you change. There we go. So I just carefully gonna cut the stem off here on the herl. Oh, sorry, the macaw. So what I'm gonna do, this is not really classic, but I always just take some watermark pen here and add a bit of black on the stem, else it's gonna shine through. And then we're gonna look at the herl. Let's take that one. There we go. So hopefully it's not that super fragile, but I think it is. But we're gonna be careful. So let's just add the herl. And I tie it in the opposite way. And I have a huge amount of wax on the whole head. And that's key when you're adding a herl head, so it doesn't slip. Oh, look at that. It just broke. So let's find another herl. Not damaged. That's damaged. That is not damaged. Yeah, let's take that one. And we start over. I would need somebody sitting next to me and reading the pattern so I don't miss stuff. Any volunteers? Yeah, I completely agree there, David. No, you shouldn't take things that serious. It's just a fly, and tying classic salmon flies is the best practice in life for patience. I'm not that patient while driving car. there we go. Oh, and you still can see a bit of stem there. Oh, no, it's from the horn. So I will just color that one. Earpiece. Yeah. So let's just remove this thread. And here we have Lady Amherst, yeah, crazy Swedish version. That's it, guys. Ta-da! That was great fun, I must say. Really, really nice. And I think actually it looks better without the gc there. Not bad at all. That's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this one. It turned out okay. So I'm putting that one there on the desk. So, guys, thanks a lot for being such great audience. I love the chat we have. So for that, you're going to have a big one, big hearts, and big thumbs up. Let's see if we can do that. No, it's slow today. I love these features. So that's it for today. That was fun. I might do another video while I'm at it and put on some reggae and just feeling the vibes and have a great Saturday. So guys, I wish you the same. Have a fantastic weekend. Tomorrow there's going to be a video regarding how to source fly material in odd places. And yeah, I'm also going to release a video tying in the gute for those who are really new to fly tying. So that's basically it. So see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye.